All right, we've got Bret Gregory here, the Facebook expert, the #1 Facebook expert, and he's going to share with us his best success secret.
Oh, this is so much fun. So this is my favorite one of all time. And it comes from a book that I read by Gary Keller called The One Thing. And I call it the One Big Thing Productivity Planner. And specifically, the question that Gary poses in his book is, what is the one thing that if you did today would make everything else easier or unnecessary? And it's important to note that the one thing, it's not part of a to-do list. It's not something that you would write on a typical to-do list. It is one thing that makes a bigger difference than anything else. So if you've ever heard of the 80-20 rule, this is also known as the Pareto principle. The 80-20 rule says that 80% of the results comes from 20% of your activities. Well, you can actually take this one step further. So if you say 80% of the results come from 20% of the activities, let's take a look at that 20% and let's do the 80-20 rule again. And then you see that, the majority of your activities, so if you take this 20% and you slice it up, now you're down to 5%. And you say, okay, well, maybe the majority of my results comes from this 5%. And let's say it's 5 things that you can do. And for business owners, they tend to be marketing activities. And then if you do that 80-20 rule one more time on that last 5%, you're down to 1%. And usually, if you look inside your business, there's usually one thing that you can do that makes everything else easier or unnecessary. And I see this the majority of the time for business owners. It has to do with getting customers. It has to do with marketing. And so one of the best things that you can do for your business right now is to take 5 minutes and figure out what that one thing is. And you can do that easily by answering the question, what is the one thing that if you did today would make everything else easier or unnecessary? And if you start your day that way, so instead of coming in and checking your email and starting to return phone calls, if the first part of your day you spend on figuring out what that one big thing is and spend your first hour of the day executing that one big thing, it'll transform your business in 90 days without a doubt.
I love that. So the one thing that's going to give you the highest impact.
Absolutely.
Immediately. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Get out there and do that one big thing, for Bret Gregory. Bye.
Bye-bye.